This video is to allow you to correct your homework from section 1.2.2. Before we begin that, I do want to go through the methods and meanings notes. We know that mathematical symbols are used to compare quantities, and the most commonly ones are less than and greater than, and of course equal to. But the ones that may be new to you are greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So basically, greater than or equal to means that if the left side is greater than the right side, it would be a true statement. And if the left side is equal to the right side, it would also be a true statement. So 4 is greater than or equal to 4 because 4 is equal to 4. Another way you can think of this is not less than. And then for the other one that may be new to you, less than or equal to, again, if the left side is less than the right side, that would be a true statement. Or if the left side is equal to the right side, it'll be a true statement. So 8 is less than or equal to 9 because 8 is less than 9. Again, another way to view that is that it's not greater than. So starting with our homework, which is greater, 3 sets of 5 minus 2 or 2 sets of 2 plus 3? Draw diagrams to support your conclusions. So for the 3 sets of 5 minus 2, I drew it this way. 3 groups of 3, because 5 minus 2, of course, is 3. 2 sets of 2 plus 3, I drew this way. 2 groups of 5, since 2 plus 3 is 5. And, of course, this would have a total value of 9. This would have a total value of 10. So the 2 sets of 2 plus 3 is greater than the 3 sets of 5 minus 2. Here they're giving you piles of pennies, and you have to figure out which pile is more, write numerical expressions, and then write it with an inequality or equal to sign. So pile 1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 12, plus 6 plus 3. So one way we could write that is to figure out the amount of pennies. 6 times 12 plus 6 plus 3, which equals 81 pennies. Another way we could have written that expression would be 5 groups of 12 plus an extra 12 plus 6 plus 3. And of course, there's other ways you could write it as well, but you need to have at least 2 different numerical expressions. Then for pile 2, we could think of it as 16 groups of 5, which would be 80 pennies. Or you could think of it as 12 groups of 5 plus 4 groups of 5. And again, there's others as well. So then writing that as a comparison statement, we would say that 81 is greater, of course, than 80. So pile 1 has more pennies than pile 2. Connie is helping her mother gather the loose change or coins in their house. They've collected a large jar full of quarters and dimes. She wants to arrange them on the table to make it easy to know how much money they have. So what I would basically say is that you should be putting your quarters in piles of 4 because, of course, every 4 quarters would equal $1. Put your dimes in piles of 10 because every 10 dimes would equal $1. And then here we are going to be comparing these with a less than or greater than sign. What I typically suggest on these is to add non-essential zeros so that they have the same number of decimal places. In other words, 16 and 5/10, I would add a 0 here, making it 16 and 50 hundredths, and now it's easier to compare to 16 and 52 hundredths. So 16 and 50 hundredths is less than 16 and 52 hundredths. Same thing with B. I would add an extra non-essential 0 on the right. So now I'm comparing 4 and 110 thousandths to 4 and 100 thousandths, which of course 4 and 110 thousandths is greater than 4 and 100 thousandths. And then for C, I'd add 2 extra non-essential zeros. I'm now comparing 5 and 963 thousandths to 5 and 900 thousandths, which again is greater than. Then they want us to go back to B and write those in words. So that first one would be 4 and 110 thousandths, because you just look at it and say, decimal point is and. This is the number 110. Where does the last digit end? It ends in the thousands place. And then on the other side, it would be 4 and 10 hundredths. So we're going to write the way it was initially. For 161, Arya and 19 of her friends plan to go to a baseball game. They all want to sit together. Arya wants to order the seats in the shape of a rectangle, but she can't decide on the best arrangement. She starts by considering a row of 20 seats. They want you to draw a diagram to show her idea, and then draw all the other possible rectangular arrangements for 20 seats. So, basically, if we were drawing her arrangement, this would be like a 20 by 1, and this would be a 1 by 20. So here they're all sitting in the same row. Here they're sitting basically one in front of the other. The other arrangements that you could have is you could have a 10 by 2, meaning 2 rows of 10, or 2 by 10, where you've got 2 people and then 2 people in front of them, and so on, 10 rows down. And then the other arrangements would be a 5 by 4, 5 in each row and 4 rows, or 4 by 5, where you have 4 in each row and 5 rows. The last part of this is, are all the arrangements practical? And the idea would be that no, a 20 by 1 or 1 by 20 would not be very practical. These people would not be able to have a conversation with these people, and especially in this arrangement, you really would not feel very much like a group at all. So that's what they're getting at there.